Your paycheck hits your account, same job, same hours, same performance reviews, but the guy who started the same month as you takes home more. You felt it for years. That quiet math you do in your head, the gap between what you earn and what feels right, that feeling is not paranoia, it's real. And by the end of this video, you will know the exact dollar amount it has already cost you and what it will cost you if nothing changes. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, women in the United States earn 84 cents for every dollar a man earns. 84 cents. Most people hear that number and think, okay, that's close enough. It sounds like a rounding error, but it's not. That 16-cent gap follows you everywhere. It follows you into your rent payment, into your grocery run, into your retirement savings, into the money you set aside for your kids. Every single paycheck, you are working the same hours for less money. And that difference does not stay small. It multiplies. Year after year, that 16 cents builds into something massive, something most women never calculate. Because nobody asks you to. The system doesn't want you to do this math, but today, you are going to. Here is how the wage gap actually works against you over time. It is not just about earning less each paycheck. It's about what that lower paycheck prevents you from doing. When you earn less, you save less. That's obvious. But when you save less, you invest less. And when you invest less, your money has less time to grow. This is the compounding problem. Think about it this way. Every dollar you invest today could be worth $7 in 30 years. That's the historical average of the stock market. So when the wage gap takes $9,500 from you this year, it doesn't just steal $9,500. It steals the $66,500 that money could have become. Now multiply that across your entire career. The gap doesn't add up. It multiplies, and it gets worse. Your employer match for retirement is based on your salary. Lower salary means a lower match. Your Social Security payments in retirement are based on your lifetime earnings. Lower earnings means lower Social Security. According to the National Women's Law Center, women receive about $4,600 less per year in Social Security benefits than men. Every system that calculates your future starts with your paycheck, and your paycheck already started behind. Let's run the actual numbers. And these are not hypotheticals. These are based on real median wages. The median salary for a man working full-time in the United States is about $59,500 per year. The median salary for a woman working full-time is about $50,000 per year. Same economy, same workforce. That is a gap of $9,500 every single year. Now let's do the career math. You work for 40 years. That is the average career span. $9,500 times 40 years equals $380,000. $380,000 you never received. But remember, you didn't just lose that money. You lost everything it could have become. That $9,500 gap every year means lower 401k contributions. Let's say you contribute 6% of your salary. At $50,000, you put in $3,000 a year. He puts in $3,570. That is $570 less per year going into your retirement. With an employer match, the gap doubles. Over 40 years, that retirement gap alone reaches $80,000 to $120,000. Now add the Social Security loss. $4,600 per year for the average 20 years of retirement. That's $92,000 less in Social Security over your lifetime. So let's add it all up. $380,000 in lost wages, plus $27,760 in lost investment growth on just the first 10 years of the gap. That brings us to $407,760. Over a 40-year career, the average woman loses $407,760 to the wage gap. That is a house. That is a fully funded retirement. That is generational wealth you could have passed to your daughters, and nobody handed you a receipt. Nobody told you the total. You just felt it every single month when the numbers didn't add up. So who benefits from this gap? The answer is almost every system you interact with. Your employer saves money every year they underpay you, and most employers do not offer raises unless you ask. A Harvard study found that women who negotiate are penalized socially more than men who do the exact same thing. The system discourages you from closing the gap yourself. Then there are lenders. When you earn less, you borrow more. Credit card companies and loan providers profit from the gap between what you make and what you need. You are more likely to carry a balance, more likely to pay interest, more likely to take on debt for things a higher salary would have covered. Insurance companies charge you based on risk profiles shaped by income. Lower earners pay more per dollar of coverage in many categories. Even the tax system interacts with your lower income differently. Your refund might feel like a bonus, but it often means you overpaid all year because your withholding was set for a paycheck that barely covered your bills. The system was not designed to close this gap. The system was designed to function around it. Every company that underpays you saves money. Every lender that fills the gap profits from interest. Every institution that ignores the disparity benefits from your silence. Now you might be thinking, okay, but what can I actually do about this? The system is bigger than me. And yes, the structural problem requires structural change. But waiting for the system to fix itself is the most expensive decision you can make. So here is what you do right now. Step 1. Know your market rate. Go to a salary comparison website and look up your exact job title in your city. Not what your company tells you the range is, what the market actually pays. Do this once a year, every single year. If you find out you are underpaid by even $5,000, that is the beginning of your case. Step 2. Negotiate every offer and every raise. The data shows that 60% of women never negotiate their salary, not once. A single negotiation that gets you $5,000 more is worth $200,000 over your career when you account for compounding raises. That one conversation could be the most valuable 15 minutes of your financial life. Step 3. Invest the gap. Every time you get a raise, take at least half of it and put it directly into an investment account, not a savings account. An investment account. If you get a $3,000 raise, $1,500 goes straight to your future. Automate it so you never see it. These 3 steps won't erase the wage gap, but they will build a financial cushion that the gap can't take from you. 2 women, same age, same job, same starting salary of $50,000. Person A accepts her salary and never negotiates. She gets the standard 3% raise each year. She saves a little when she can, but nothing consistent. She doesn't check her market rate. She doesn't invest. After 10 years, person A earns about $65,000. She has maybe $12,000 saved in a retirement account from occasional contributions. Person B does things differently. She researches her market rate in year 1 and discovers she is underpaid. She negotiates a $5,000 raise. Now she starts at $55,000 instead of $50,000. She gets the same 3% annual raises, but on a higher base. She invests $200 per month automatically. After 10 years, person B earns about $73,800. Her investment account has grown to roughly $35,000. The difference between them after just 10 years is $23,000 in annual salary and over $23,000 in invested wealth. After 20 years, the gap is staggering. Person A has around $45,000 in retirement savings. Person B has over $140,000. Same job, same company, same starting point. The only difference, Person B knew what she was worth and acted on it. That is not luck. That is information. And now you have it too. The wage gap is real, and you didn't create it. But now you know exactly what it costs. $407,760 over a career. You are not the person who accepts the first offer anymore. You are not the person who skips the research. You are not the person who waits for the system to be fair. You are someone who knows her number, and knowing changes everything. This is not your fault. Nobody taught you this. But starting today, you know, and knowing changes everything.